Cool. We live, homies. We live. Cool stuff. So, first stream doing this. Try it out, see what happens. But basically, I am working on iOS development and some music in the background. Just doing some features from this app called Cycles that I made. And come hang out and ask questions and get into the development mood. So feel free to say, hey, what's up? While I work on this, I'll try to go through and say what's going on, see what we got going here. So thanks for stopping by. The first thing I'm going to work on today is actually for the iOS version of the app. And that's going to be this right here. So right now, you can press it, and if you press this, it crashes the app. This game, but it did crash. Basically, I need to add a mute functionality for when there are cycles added to the list. So let's see. So we got that. So if I press that right now, oh, it's still crashing. Don't remember why it was crashing, but I'll find out. That's the whole point of doing this right now, right? So the first thing I want to look at is the... Oh, see, look, yeah, it worked there. There's a crash somewhere. It's changing that. All right, I'm going to see how I should go about doing that. Okay. So basically for that, I have a file where I'm actually able to mess with that icon there. And if I can remember, it was when I set up the view. So in the view instantiates, I have that button added there. I guess this is something I forgot to mention. If you are wondering why I'm not actually showing the code that I'm writing right now, that is because this app is a paid app, and I want to make sure that we kind of protect the integrity of it. But I'm going to be describing everything that goes along with the app, and I guess not goes along, but you know what I mean. Like everything that I'm doing in the app, I'll be describing for you, so you won't have to feel left out. But I definitely want to make sure that that questions are asked or anything like that, because I think that it's a really cool part of this stream. But I want to hear from you guys. So I go to so view did load, that's where I want to go. So on that point, we actually go in and we check to see what is muted. So I need to actually go into another file, and I have this function out there that I check to see if all the cycles are muted. So if all the cycles are muted, I actually have another icon that will display here. So technically that should be showing up right now. If they're not, then I actually can have the option to mute all of them. So I think the first thing is to make sure the states are working correctly. So I'm checking. First, I have a flag and it says check to see if that flag is true. So I'm actually going to put a log statement. If flag is true. So I'm saying I made a helper function that actually logs everything to this platform called Crashlytics, where I can monitor this the state of the app. So any crashes or even how people are using it. So this is going to be called mute check. All cycle muted flag is true. To do that, I'm actually going to put an else there. I have that in the if statement. I'm going to say if it's not true, it's obviously false. And then there, I use this thing called a callback or a completion block. So after that runs, I'm actually able to check to see. I'm actually able to get the results back from that because it's a asynchronous call. So all cycles muted flag. Alright, so the next step is to do mute, or confirm mute all, that's the one I want. I'm actually going to just send out a couple links just to let people know that I'm streaming. And I'm started off with Twitch, so I think putting on YouTube is probably a better idea. All right. Okay. Hey, Toastville Games, what's going on? How's it going today? Thanks for coming by. Good, glad to hear that you're good. Currently, I'm trying to figure out some logic here with this app, where when you click this, it actually mutes this, meaning it removes any of the notifications that are there. And I'm going to go ahead and basically check to see if any of these are muted, and if they are, I want to go ahead and change this icon. So this is iOS development for this app I have called Cycles. And so if you actually go to the description below, you can see a little bit about it. There's a lot of text there, but feel free to take a look at it. I'm not feeling this song. Not that one either. Yeah, have you done any sort of programming before? Oh, I need to go to confirm. So I'm going to this part of the code where I'm going to look to see if all these cycles, as we call them, are muted. So basically, if I select that, all cycles should be muted. Okay, all cycles muted, so it should be saved. Oh man, sometimes I get annoyed because I have so many freaking files in here. And I can never remember what it is. Andy Drew Games, what is up, friend? Oh my god, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Yeah. Truth? Truth? All cycles muted. Cool, bro. Dude, I heard your stream got such down. Hey, yeah, can you hear the music? It's all right. All right, we're gonna try something. I'm gonna put a breakpoint in my code, and that's going to tell me when a certain part starts in my code if I'm having an issue, because I think I'm having an issue. RIP for sure, dude. Sounds like shit. Alright, so we get here, saved in memory, all cycles muted, get saved. Okay. So HQ, nav mute. Oh, it breaks here. Debugging, yeah, man, it's so freaking annoying. Well, I found it. Found where it broke. I'm honestly not quite sure though, so we're just gonna kind of play around with it. We'll see what happens. I think it has to do with this thing called threading. That's annoying. Do 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 do. Hey, look, there it is. So that worked. But now I'm actually going to unmute this. I'm going to come out and go back in because that's a little janky. What is happening? No, it's not going back. That should be okay though. So I should go here, mute cycles. Yeah. Cool. That looks good there. Now I need to make sure that it actually updates. So what I mean by that is when sorry, one second. When I click that again, I should be able to unmute all those, and so that icon should go back. Oh, you are? Nice, man. You're rewatching it? Why are you doing that? It's couldn't stay away. It's just too good. Wait, you've never watched Death Note? Oh. Dude, that's like the anime of all time. It's like an incredible anime. Alright, so I'm going to add a button click. Wow. I'm actually really amazed that you've never watched Death Note. For real. It's so good. How do you like it so far? What is happening? Bulk, mute toolbar, no. Yeah, it's so good. It is so awesome. Oh my god, there's too many freaking lines in here. This is so annoying. I can never find it. I can never find what I'm looking for. Confirm mute. Confirm mute selected. No. Yeah, that's a pretty good song. I like this one. Alright, so I'm needing to, when I unmute this, this should go back to the right icon. So every time unmute happens in a table row thingamajigger. Unmute. So basically that is in another file. Through your hair. Alright, so every time it cycles on mute, what I need to do is check to see if all the cycles are muted or they're not. So I think the best way to do that would be to check the flag. So if a cycle is, or no, I can't. I have to go through each cycle probably and check to see. So what I can do is in the background, you know, I think I'll make a helper function because that stuff always helps. So we're gonna call this one we are going to call this one func all cycles muted. And basically this is going to go through and check to see all of these right here. So I can add more. Let's add more. Let's see if all of these here are muted or not. So the first thing I need to do is grab all the cycles. So to do that, I'm going to write out a line that says for cycle in what I call the phone cycle array, I'm going to then, oh wow, thank you, Tossable Games, appreciate that. I would like to think I'm pretty good, but it's always it's always actually hard to tell. So basically, I'm going to check to see if cycle. So if one cycle is muted. So by doing that, I can do what's called an if statement or a conditional. If cycle dot is muted is equal to 1. Oh, I need to actually put a flag out here first. Var flag. All cycles muted. Put that to false. Is muted. We set the flag to true, else we're good. We're actually going to return a Boolean, and that's going to tell us if the cycles are muted or not, so we're going to return flag. So flag for cycle and phone cycle array, if the cycle is muted, go ahead and set the flag to true. Alright. So when we hit the unmute action for cycles, blah, 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 after that's all done, unmute for today, we're going to say, all right, we're going to save all the cycles in memory. Then we're going to check to see if all cycles are muted. And so I'm going to call the helper I just made called all cycles muted, and put that in a conditional. If all cycles are muted, well, I guess, yes, if all cycles are muted, we're going to want to set the flag. So we're going to save to memory. And what we're saving is a flag that says, get cycle reset flag. No, not reset, sorry. Get all cycles muted. So we're going to get that flag, and we're going to save it, and we're going to say, okay, if all cycles are muted, we're going to save that flag to true. And you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, if what I really could do is if no, okay, let's stick with this right now. This will be good. So if all cycles are muted, we set the flag to true. Else we set the flag to false. Because we know that if one of these cycles is not muted, that means that the flag should be false, meaning that they are all not muted. So if I get from memory, is muted false, blah blah, if mute flag. Alright. Let's see. I think that sounds like it should work, but now I need to actually send a request to the screen to say like, all right, man, I just figured out that all these cycles are not muted. So go ahead and change this back to whatever the icon should be, right? So let me run this, make sure there's no errors yet. So it looks like that flag here is still kind of stuck, right? So now I can actually check through my logs and kind of see all cycles muted flag is true because nothing has changed it yet. So if I mute this, which I did, so that's muted. Not all of them are muted. We have one that's just muted. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to put like log statements in here. So if cycle is muted, I'm going to say all cycles are muted. So this is going to print out for me so I can see it. Cool, so I'll do that, and if that gets called, that means all cycles muted is being called. Alright. So let's try to, I'm going to unmute this. I guess I need to put this probably on unmute as well. Mute again. It's called all cycles muted. Oh. Muting single, starting check. No cycle had an action waiting. Okay, I need to change this up a bit because I think what I really need to do is set the flag and then I need to update the UI again instead of just doing it in one spot. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Feel free to share with your friends and stuff. Just trying to explain stuff as I go. It's, you know, it's good skill. Okay, so basically what I think I should do, I think I'm going to need to set this flag every time I check the cycle. So if this is checked, if there is one flag that is true, we're just going to say that. It was a good song. I love this song. Ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-ba-ba-ba-boom. Oh, man, I'm tired today. Shit. Have you ever programmed before in Tosa Bill games? Hope I'm pronouncing that right. Sorry if I'm not. Alright, well, I need to check for this. Oh, I already had this. That's interesting. Okay, so all cycles muted. Basically, we're going to say if so one, we're going to go there, and we're actually going to use this thing called a break. So a break literally looks like this. It's just called break. So you can have like a for loop. So you can say for something in array do something here, and then you can call break on that, and that will actually break out of whatever this is doing and stop it right there. So that's what I'm going to do, because I know that if I have one muted, oh, actually, that's wrong. That is actually very wrong. What I need is, I need to start a counter. Okay, so let's do that. So we're going to do this. So we're going to say counter is going to start at 0. And every single time there is a muted cycle, I'm going to add to that counter. So I'm going to say counter is equal to counter plus 1. Right? And when I'm done with that, I need to check to see if there is, if muted cycles equals total cycles. Because I know if all the cycles are muted, then we have the proper flag set up. So if counter is equal to phone cycle array.count, we're going to go ahead and save the flag of all cycles muted to true. Else, if they're not equal, we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to save the flag as false. That's what I need to do. So this actually doesn't need a return value. And you can kind of see here in this greeting function, this is how you write a function in Swift. So basically what's happening is I'm doing this type function, but I'm not going to get a return value this time, right? I'm actually going to, I don't like this song. I'm just going to let it do its own thing wherever I call it. So in that instance, the question is now, where do I call this? I think every time anything with mute is interacted, so right? So if I unmute this, I should call that function that checks to see if these are all muted. So I'm going to do that. So we're going to go to mute for today. Never be undone. All right. I'm actually going to change one thing in my stream setting. I don't know. YouTube recommends it, so might as well, right? 2500. I'm going to change the bit rate on this guy to 2500. Okay. I don't know if I had to stop the stream for it to take effect. I would assume so. Maybe not. We'll see how that goes. Anyways. Alright, so every time I do this action here of that, I should check to see. So mute for today. Go through all that. Now we're going to say check to see if all cycles are muted. All cycles muted. Cool. And let's put some log statements in here. Why is this like this? Ah. So I'm put the check in the right spot. So when you click that button, when you slide over on the cell, it will actually run that little piece of code. And yeah, does that. So when it runs that, I should probably call. So there's something called a notification within iOS. And basically what it does is you have things listening to it. And every single time you do a certain method, right, you can actually call that and say, hey, I need you to run after I finish this. So that's what I'm going to do. After I do that check, I'm going to actually run that, because that is what updates this little button here. I can update the UI like that. So I can find that in my app delegate. Yeah, this is the one I want. Cool. So let's put that in here. Also, it's muted, so we're going to do batch single. Okay. So we're going to do all cycles muted check. And once I do that check, and after I save it, we're going to actually, all cycles muted, we're going to update the UI. So we're going to call this, basically it looks like this. Looks like this. So it's called notification center default, and you post this object that has a name called update table view. And when you pass nil here, it means that I'm not passing any data over with it. So this gets fired off. Whoever's listening to it will actually get called, and the code that runs will get called. So I'm going to rebuild the app, see if it works. Cool. So if I do this, there you go. See? It updated there. So now the question is, if I do this, awesome. Hell yeah, it's working. That's great. So if I run this, it should do that. Oh, but see, it didn't work there. And I'm curious why that didn't work. Oh, you know why? I didn't put it on unmute yet. So what I need to do is actually call the all cycles muted, the one that we made to check all of them if they're muted or not, on all these actions. So I need to do unmute as well. Unmute batch. Unmute, okay. So basically if check to see if cycles are muted. So now I added it in the spot where you actually unmute your cycles. So now if I press unmute here, it checks that. If I do that here, it does that. Boom, we got that. Nice. Question is, if I mute all of them, it does it. Oh, right. It's good. It's really great. that, got that, got that. So I do that. Mute all my cycles. Sweet. Come back in, it's still saved. And unmute that, we're good. Cool, that's looking pretty solid. So the next one to do would be actually the delete action. Or I guess we need a mute, and then I need an unmute. So if it's like that, I can go here. And so we go to the mute cell action. Trying to figure out where I put it. Bulk mute toolbar item. No, it's not the one. I'm trying to find the button that I put here. I'd bend my face. Ah, found it. No, it's toolbar. No, dude. I'm confused where I put this thing. Because it should be connected. It's not in the cell. It should be here. It should be in the right nav bar items. I really thought that I added something here. So it's going to be confirm mute. Stop me, you're the bug. Alright, this is the one. So what I'm going to do now, I found the action that's associated with this. First I need to check. So it's going to be check mute all flag to see if it's true or false. So basically I can do that check there, and that check it sounds like once I can get to it. Mute all. So if the flag comes back true, so it's a callback, mute all, we're going to say if is muted does not equal nil. I'm going to say if is muted as a bool is true. So if is muted as a bool is true, then we're going to do unmute for today checkpoint, and that will include the phone cycle array. Else, we know it's not muted, so we're going to do mute for today. Oh no, I'm sorry, this should be confirm mute all. And this should be confirm unmute. Oh no, it should be maybe just unmute, no? I thought I had. Oops. Bulletin always returns true. Okay, so I don't need this. So I need to check if it is muted, else if it's not, and then we have the mute here. Check for unmutes. Yeah, confirm unmute all. So I was right. There is something there. Nope. Here it is. Here we go. So we have self dot confirm. Confirm. Where the hell is this thing? I thought it was just here. It's confirm unmute. So I'm spelling it wrong. Func confirm unmute. What? Must be doing something. That is weird as shit. Okay. Yeah, I mean that should be it. Yeah. Okay, that was really weird, but it did it. Confirm. It doesn't find it in my code when I search for it, which is a little odd to me. But I mean, it's there. Confirm? I don't know, it's really weird. But basically we're gonna go in here, unmute cycles, unmute, blah blah blah, change image, right bar item. Ah, no, we're not doing that. Doesn't work that way, buddy. Not anymore. So we're gonna do unmute cycle, or yeah, unmute cycles. Unmute for today, pass in the cycles, and then it's set flag. I don't know if I need to set that flag anymore because, oh no. No, yeah, I want to set the flag there because I'm not going to do the check. So I'm actually going to set after that. I'm gonna set the flag to false. So I'm gonna set that unmute cycle flag, or that cycle's muted flag to false. And then after that, I will update the UI. Let's update the UL to nav unmute. It's going to be UI color dot white. Cool. All right. I think this should work pretty well there. Let's try it out. It's the only way, right? After you code it up, you gotta try it out then there, friend. Alright. That's there. We show that's like that. So we want to say it's mute. And we mute them all muted. Icon changes. I'm going to, oh, it's interesting how it changes. Why I like that. Do you want to unmute your cycles? Yeah. Cool. It worked, yo. Nice. They're all muted. That's that unmuted. So now I'm going to mute them all. And then I'm actually, if I mute them all, what do I want to check? I want to check to see if I unmute them. Yeah, it does that. Does that. Does that. Cool. Alright, so now the question is what happens if I mute them all? So I mute. 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 Yeah, cool. So it looks like it's working. Is it working on Apple Watch? Let's see. Did it? Oh no, it's this stupid simulator has such a bad bug in it. Oh my lord. Every time you try to update Watch OS or like that your Apple Watch, it there's some connection issue happening between these two, and I haven't been able to figure out what the issue is in simulator with that. It just doesn't work. It works on the regular watch, but in the simulator it doesn't work. So life, man. I'm actually going to hop onto Reddit real quick. I want to share the link. Try to get some more people in here. Let's see. Reddit, YouTube Live. I don't know if there's even a subreddit for that. You'd think so, right? Place to share all your live streams. Yeah, I like this one. Cool. I'm gonna try to do this. Let's see. Be cool. But if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. I'm trying to really feel out between Twitch and YouTube. I don't know. It seems like they both have like their, you know, their differences. YouTube seems a lot smoother to stream on, but at least for what I'm doing, I don't know if streaming on YouTube is good for what this is basically. All right, submit. I guess let's find out. We'll see what happens. If we start getting more viewers, then that's what it is. But anyways, all right. So I think that works. So the next step, the next thing to try was to see if deleting cycles will fix this. So let's say I wanted to delete these two, right? Delete. Oh, technically, oh, I'm an idiot. All right, so what if I try doing this? Add that in. See if I add one, it doesn't update. See if I go out and come back in, still doesn't update. So I need to, if I delete this, it still doesn't update. Okay, so the things that I need to check for, I'm gonna write these down here so we have a going list. Oh! All right. Let's have a going list. So I need to check when adding a cycle, if it updates. When removing a cycle. So adding, removing. I think that's it because I already do mute. You can't do any of the actions when the cycle's muted, so that wouldn't matter. Oh, I don't think this is the right link was posted. Oops. Gotta go back to YouTube. Let's see. Oh. Let me see where I can do this. Where can I do this, friend? I mean, if I do this one, that should show up, right? This should show up then, right? Or like if I go here, it starts doing that. No, that's dumb. I don't want that. I want to do the proper way. Oh, there's dark theme in YouTube? Holy moly. That's what I'm all about. I'm so sorry about this. I just need to add this right URL. Because, you know. Can I edit this thing? Is that a deal in Reddit? I don't really remember. I don't think so. I think I actually have to delete it. Yes. But it's really weird. Delete it. Okay. Sure, I want to submit a new link here. Undo that. Yeah, there we go. Alright. I'll try again in 6 minutes. Oops, okay. I'll try again in 6 minutes, Reddit. Alright, sorry about that. So anyways, when adding a cycle, when removing a cycle, I need to check for all that fun stuff. That's all I can think of. I can't think of any other ones. Right now I saw this issue too. If I have a selected cell that's muted, this should not be mute because it's already muted. So that probably wouldn't make too much sense. Let's see. Yeah, alright. Yeah, I think those are the only checks I need to do. That's all I can think of right now. So let's do that, and then I guess I can add the, we call it the toolbar mute. So basically toolbar mute, if selected cycles are all muted, unmute. Actually, I don't know. I don't know what to put there yet. We'll just start with these. We'll start with these, because this is a good way to go. So when adding a cycle. So when I am completed adding a cycle, add cycle view controller. That's the one I probably want. It's a little confused here. So I have this finalize cycle method, and when I hit there, I want to append it to the array, delete pending alerts, remove all alerts, blah blah blah. Okay, set up categories, create initial notification. It's here I can do the check. So after I do the initial check, blah 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 blah. Okay. Dismiss action card. I mean, this stuff's always so kind of like confusing on how I should go about doing it. I think after each add, well, okay. If all the cycles are muted before, right? After each add, if I have a list of, so I have that cycle, that cycle, that cycle, right? And these are all muted, muted, muted. That goes there. But if I add one more cycle, right, it's always going to come out unmuted to begin with. So I think maybe I'm putting my, I think what I need to do is automatically, if this is muted, to change it back every single time you add a new cycle, because every time you add a new cycle, it doesn't matter, it's always going to be one off. I'm going to check to see if I can submit this now. No, I can try. 32 seconds to go. That's alright. So, okay, so I think the consensus is to set this flag, set that flag to false. Every time I add a new cycle, it's going to be the same. So save to memory. Let's do save to memory. That's going to be mute, or all cycles muted was the flag name. And we're going to say false. No, they're not. They're not all muted when you add a new cycle. Let's see if it works then there, buddy. Cool. I feel like what I should... I keep going back and forth on this. So basically I have another helper function. Let me see if I can get what it's called. I can't remember right now. Okay, it's called mute all check, right? So in there, I check to see if that flag, the all cycles muted flag, is set to true or false. And mute all check gets called every time the table is refreshed, right? So I feel like what I should really do is put that other function I made before, I can't remember the name, in here, right? But I kind of like to have the modularity of putting that wherever I want. So let me unmute this. That's there. Mute that. Mute that. Alright. So I'm going to add this. Press add. Yeah, see? Automatically there. And if I mute it, it decides to go back. So I go 1, 2, 3, delete those. Sure. Still muted, but I unmute that and it does work. Let's say I mute this. I delete that. I delete that. It's still muted. So basically we say when adding a cycle, we can cross that one off. Oh my lord, no. There you go. There you go, friend. Oh, oops. I think really what all I need to do here is every time on confirm, so it's any delete action really. It doesn't have to be, it can be whatever. No, I don't have, oh, those are checkpoint actions. This is delete. So delete pending notifications, no. Delete single delivered, no. Delete, no. No, okay, wrong spot. So if I do delete in here, so delete cycle action, any spot that I can delete, right? I need to check if all the cycles are gone, then we're going to set the flag to okay, yeah, I need to make sure I'm changing the flag, which is a huge one, because I can totally feel myself forgetting that. So basically what I want to do, I'm trying to think of a solid way to go about doing this. Basically, if I run a delete, if I hit a delete, I'm going to go ahead and do all of the delete action stuff. Okay. And the post still goes through. So I'm going to actually say So I have a check in here to see if there are any cycles left, right? Delete cycle action. Remove. Awaiting action. Do I not have a check? I thought I did. That's weird. Oh, you know where it probably is? It's over here. Cycle table. I was in the wrong file. So if the cycle count is 0, right? I can show the empty state. Yeah, okay, and then I have this here. All cycles muted. All cycles muted becomes true. Or false, sorry, because there's no cycles left, so who cares? And that I can delete. So I'm setting the all cycles muted flag to false, and by doing that, I'm not sure if that's going to trigger it still though. So it's going to do that. Let's see. So I'm going to create a bunch of different cycles. I'll mute a couple of them, and if there aren't, oh no, but this is a different check. This is in the delete action swipe, the swipe action. So if I do, alright, so if I mute this, and then I decide to delete it like that, that should be called technically, but the table update doesn't get called. That's what the issue is. So basically, I will delete it. Where did I put that? Ah, it's cycles muted, dude. I need cycles deleted. Delete action. Delete. What the hell just happened here? So I need to... Okay, set memory, all cycles muted. Set all cycles muted flag. Right. When I do that, then I can do the call to the table, or the view, which was that notification post that I was talking about earlier, which should send a request to the update, to update the view. Where are you here? Yeah. All right, so let's check this out. See if this actually works then. Cool. So that's there. We're going to do that. We're going to mute both of these. So if I delete that, and I delete that, we should be good to go. Oh, or I'm being a fool, and I know I'm already setting the flag, so all I have to do is set the UI at that point. I already know that it's going to come back false, or like the flag is going to be set to false or off. So all I have to do here is then, yeah, I'm just going to set the UI, or set the icon. And basically all I have to do for that is copy some code that I already wrote. Here we go. Not as it used to. Alright. So we're going to put it to the unmute version. And that UI color is going to be white. So I'm going to save the flag, right? And when I save the flag, I'm actually going to set the UI manually because I already know what's going to happen. Right? Like I don't need to check anything. So we're there, we're good. We add that. We add that. All right, let's say I want to mute this and I want to mute that, right? I want to delete it. Delete this one too. We're good to go. And now the next thing to do is to actually disable this. We don't want that there. So if a cycle is deleted, if there are no cycles left after deleting them, so we have removing, let me write this down, removing by swipe, we have removing by bulk delete, right? And we also have removing by, there's one more. What was the other removing? Oh, by edit menu. Cool. So with this first one, the step needs to be save flag when there aren't any cycles. Yeah, save flag when there aren't any cycles. Then change the UI to the unmute option, and then actually disable the button. Because we don't want to have the option to unmute anything or to mute anything if there aren't any items there, right? Like that wouldn't make any sense. The app would 100% crash. So we're actually going to do the same deal. Kind of take the same line of code, basically, and say, get that button up there. There's a property on it called isEnabled, and we'll set that to false. Cool. And then basically, kind of to reverse that, as soon as we add every time we add a cycle, right, we can enable that button to be true. So I think, or not only that, but every time, all right, let's just see how it works. I know what I'm talking about, but sometimes I have to see it in action to really like visualize it and understand it. So let's see if I can get that to work. All right, so that's there. All right, so the goal is add a cycle. You know, we're going to use the bulk delete, or bulk mute. So we're going to mute all the cycles. Sweet, man. And delete one, delete another. There we go, disabled, cool. But now, my initial thought was this is going to be broken because it doesn't check to see, it doesn't enable that, right? So what I need to do is, all right, hold up there. We're going to delete this. Still disabled. We're going to add a cycle. It's not muted to begin with. So it goes through populate request dictionary. We're going to save to memory, awaiting actions, send to watchOS, update user data, notification check. Okay. So if the it's kind of, I just don't know where to put it. I want to put it in the most efficient spot, the code to enable it again. So if we put in view did load, that only gets loaded in once. View did appear, right? I can put in view, or view will appear. Add cycle, add cycle. I think. Or set up nav items. That might be a good spot. Finalize button. No, it only gets called once. Okay. I think. Alright, the question is, because if view did appear, that only gets called when the view's coming, like, has just appeared, or view will appear. When you come from like the home screen on your iPhone to the actual app, that's when those are called. But so annoying. Life, man. Life decisions. I just want it to be the most efficient, and I'm nervous that the thought that I'm thinking of is not going to be the most efficient way to go about doing it. So, well, okay. Excuse me. So if I finalize this guy. Hey, what's going on, Tossable Games? Hi again. Thanks for coming back. I'm trying to figure out now, so I have it pretty much set up. Trying to get to the point where after I remove this, right, and I add something back, this button should not be gray anymore, right? Because it should be enabled, because now there's an option to mute this. So I'm trying to figure out the most efficient way of doing it, because with programming, not only is doing it a challenge, but you have to make it efficient too, right? Because you have a lot of issues that can happen if you don't make it efficient. Oh, okay, wait, I have an idea. So after I add a cycle, I actually call that notification thing I was talking about earlier. And by calling that, I can actually update this. So let me go to that section of the code, if I can find it, because there's so many lines of code here. Oh lordy lord, where'd you go, friend? Where'd you go? Notification observer. All right. After calling that, when I do my mute all check, I can say if that blah blah blah, if you know what? I found another way that I can enhance it. So basically, I'm doing a check inside inside this notification, and that check can actually be inside of the part where there's actually only cycles there, because we only want it if do that check if there are cycles. If there aren't any cycles, we don't give a crap about it. So I'm going to do the check inside of there. I know if there are more than if there is a cycle, at least one in there, I can make the icon turn enabled again. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to get reference to this icon. So what I mean by that is I can actually find out, I can get access to this guy. And when I do that, I can actually tell it what to do. So I have access to it, and there's a property on it called isEnabled, and I can set that to true or false. If I set it to true, this will turn white, right? And that means I can tap on it, I can click it, and things like that. If I set it to false, that means, hey, this is not enabled right now. And once I run this, I can kind of show you why. I'm just gonna turn this around. All right, so it's gonna run. Let's see what happens. I'm actually gonna put my charger over here too. Okay, so you see we have this cycle in here. Turn that to mute, turns the icon on. I can press this. Oh no, the app broke. I don't know what it is yet. It just crashed though. Oh no, what happened? That was interesting. Huh. Okay. Weird. Pointer being freed was not allocated. Weird as hell. Alright. Well, whatever. So let's say I decide to delete this, right? So now that's turned gray. And I can't. I'm trying to click it right now and I can't. And that's what I want, because if I'm trying, there's no cycles here to mute. So what's the point of having that enabled, right? So if I press add, that should turn back on, and I should be able to mute my cycles again. Yeah, cool. Now this is a weird one. Now that works, but why did that break? It's really weird that that broke. I'm going to put a breakpoint like I did before to debug this, because this should be... Alright, so if I went like, is it this? No, it was here. I click this, I press unmute cycles. What the? It worked! That was kind of weird. I wonder why that happened. So mute, unmute, mute, unmute. Okay. Sometimes in programming, you have those one-off situations where, you know, something might happen, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's a bug, right? So that was a perfect example of that. It was really weird. But I'm glad it's working. Cool. So everything so far seems to be working. Oops. So I can say, if I swipe to remove a cycle, it works. Now I have to work with bulk delete, because pretty sure it's not going to. If I do this, do that, I mute them all, and then I go in and I actually delete them. See, it still stays purple. Now I'm curious if I go out and go back in. Oh, oh, that's interesting, but it did work, sort of. It's just the wrong icon, right? So what I need to do for that, is this my first app? Yeah, this is the first app I've made. Yeah, first one I made. I made it without knowing any knowledge of it at all, and I built it from scratch pretty much. And the design is by my partner who works on it. If you actually go down to the bottom of the description in the YouTube page, you'll see the website for it, and you can check it out and yeah, see it there. But I can also type it in here if it helps, if you want to take a look, of course. Alright, so I need to do the bulk delete. That's actually going to be bulk delete. Yeah, sure. Thank you. Thank you. And yeah, let me know if you have any questions about like programming in general or even trying to make an app. More than happy to answer for you. Okay, so when I do bulk delete, cycles to remove, blah, blah, blah. Confirm delete is where I do it all. So that's the next point, is to do it at confirm delete. Alright, so in here, I'm going to say if every time a cycle is deleted, that's what I should say. But I'll only check if there are cycles left. But right now I can say if all of them are deleted, right? I can save that flag to false, saying, all right, all your cycles are deleted, you're good to go. And then I can do the whole updating the icon thing. All right, if I can, so it's self dot navigation item dot right bar button items, and it's going to be an index spot of 1, and I'm going to say, why am I doing this? I already have this code written somewhere else. So set UI. We're going to go to confirm delete. All right. Update UI. Okay, so I'm changing it to unmute if all the cycles are effed up, or not effed up, or like they're all gone. And then once I do that, I change the color back to white. Yeah, okay, cool. Out of town, everybody being rounded out of Hollywood bound. You'll never harm me. Hey, Saleh XL, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for joining. What's going on? Alright, so if I update that there, else I need to check over here. Oh, whoa, another language. Do I have to Google Translate this? Is that what's going on? So sorry, I don't speak this language. But let's find out. Well, I don't know what language that is. Aren't. Oh, that's what you got? Art? That's what the description says? Or the language you got one? It won't let me, it won't detect the language for me. Mouse mouse. Wow, what cute little mice you got there. Hi, say name. Oh, what are you talking about? What does that mean? Not quite sure. Abdullah? That's what you're Oh. Well, I don't think you should assume what his name is. That's kind of messed up if you think about it. Saleh, do you speak any English? What the? I guess that's kind of cool. Can you tell me what language you are typing there? I'm very curious. It almost looks like Persian. I'm going to kind of assume it's Persian, because I have seen a little bit of Persian in my life. Yeah, it is Persian. I got you. Okay, so it's Persian. The last thing he sent was S. This one he sent was hub. Hub. Abdallah. Oh, okay, now I get it. Cool. Well, welcome to the stream. Enjoy. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks for stopping by. Alright, so basically, I got that set up, and now I need to check to see if there are any cycles that need to be updated. So, after I delete the rows, I can check to see if there are any. Bruh, yeah, Andy Drew Games, welcome, sir. Yeah, I'm still going, man. Got a lot to do. We got Saleh XL in here, who's speaking some nice Persian to us. Check to see if there are any, any muted cycles. So I'm going to do that by saying all cycles muted. I'll do the check, and then once I finish that, man. Oh, you know Solly too? Nice, man. Dude, I'm jacking all your viewers. I'm so sorry. All right, so all cycles muted. We're gonna check, and then we're gonna send out the response after that. But this should work here. Somewhat work at least. Yo, have you guys subscribed yet? Oh no, man. I'm just being the hype guy. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, you guys should subscribe if you like what you're watching. You should for sure subscribe. Alright, so let's add. Alright. The next step is to mute all these. We muted them all. Awesome. And now I want to deleting this. I want to delete those. We delete those. Cool. We're still here. And then I unmute that and we're good to go. Tosa Bill. We have 3 people watch live. Yeah, it's true. We do. We do have 3 people watching live. It's pretty cool. Definitely let's get some more. Let's definitely get more. I posted this on Reddit. But I don't think the Reddit channels are too good for this stuff. It's only gotten 1 upvote, but on the list it's top 2. So look, yeah, take a look at this. Look at this. Hey, some Ed Sheeran, baby. Delete that. Delete. Oh, we got a crash. All right. So here. Reason, index out of bounds. Okay. So I got a crash there, and it's because the cycle hadn't, like the new data hadn't come in yet. And if the new data hasn't come in yet, it's trying to delete something that's not there. Saleh XL, what is your name? Whose name, Saleh? My name? My name's Alec. What is your name? Abdullah? Is that what we found out earlier? That bulk dilute. Okay, so this is coming into issues here. That was a weird crash. Not sure what to do about that yet. Reload section with animation. Alright, I'm gonna comment it out real quick and see if that's what it was. It makes sense as that's what it'd be because that's the only piece of code I've added in that spot. Bit of time to see me. Maybe on the side of the road, but yeah. Oh, I like this better. This looks nice. What is your name? What is your name? Dude, I just told you my name, Saleh. Tosabil. Saleh wants to know your name, man. Delete. No. No. Oh, there's still another issue, so that might not be it. Tosabil, what is your name? That's interesting. I don't... Oh my god, Farza? Farza? Holy moly, dude. How'd you find this place? Dude, I'm not on Twitch because I wanted to try YouTube today. I don't know. My brother does it all the time, so I was just, you know, kind of curious to see what happens. How'd you find this, man? How'd you find this? Twitter! Oh, that's so cute. Welcome to the stream, man. The legend. Oh, Lord. Hey, Saleh, you can't say that, man. He is the legend. Straight up the legend. Alright, I'm trying to find this right now. I'm trying to find a function in my massive amounts of code. It's really annoying. Alright. Google stole your idea today? Dude, tell me about it. Since Google already stole it, let's hear it. Mao! I love you too, man. I miss you. I miss you both. Look, dude, look how sad my apartment is right now without any other hackers in here. Look at this. There's nothing in here. It's just me. It's just me. It's so sad. So I worked all in summer on new research ideas related to artificial intelligence. I haven't released any of my ideas. Google just came out with new research. Ha! Alright, you're right. That feels really bad, but at the same time, it's kind of cool. Because, okay, do you think... Now, they've probably been working on this like you have, right? Probably during the same amount of time. They just happened to release it first. Oh, wait, because is your research already released? All right, because I remember on Facebook it was still in... Like, you sent a draft, right? I don't know if that was the final version of it. Alright, this function is where? I think I found it here. Yeah, alright. They saw no. Oh my gosh, Farza, yeah, dude. I can understand why you feel that way. Farza being Farza. Tossabill, yes, I work on the programming side of it, so I'm the one who developed all this, but the other guy you saw on the site is a person who designed it all. He's the one who came up with the sleek design of the app. Oh man, this is a banger right here. Oh, baby. I need your help. little too low? How about it? Tell me, tell me. I'm kind of gauging it. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I've been practicing, man. Why is that happening? So I have this bug right now. When I go in here and I delete this, the app crashes. And it's saying that my array is out of index. So I'm kind of confused. Oh, dude! Yeah, bug, I know, it's sad. This music is quality. Quality from back in the day. These nights. I'm just gonna throw a breakpoint in here. I think I know what it is. Or maybe I don't. Maybe I'm a fool and I don't know what it is. Saleh, can I ask for you? If you're asking if you can ask me something, for sure, man. Band, this is like moths to flames. Here. Learn your place, my friend. Quality song. This actually might be a good idea to put this here. Ah, no, let's not put it there. I think I showed you these guys Farza a while back. Quality. Quality. But they kind of, after a while, all their music gets the same. Yeah, they're an interesting band. One of my favorites, though. They're just bangers. Alright, so I'm putting my breakpoint here. Alright, so if it's 0 here. Oh, wait a minute. I'm so confused right now. What did I do wrong? Alright, I think, because it works, let's see if I have more than that. So if I go blah blah, and I delete that, I still should be good. Yeah, it deletes that. When I hit that, we're good to go. I don't like that song. Saleh, how did you work on this program? So this program is using Apple's programming language called Swift. And, you know, I coded it up, right? I did all of this using Apple's tools as well as just learning how to go about doing it. Did you have questions about anything specific? Because how did you make the program is pretty it's pretty broad. There's a lot of stuff that goes into it. Alright, now here's the other question. Let's if I keep this here, I delete this one. No, okay, it's only with one. Holy moly. Saleh, yes. Yes to what, sir? Oh god. You guys are so freaking weird. Not even gonna lie right now. Alright, so it only breaks when I have one being deleted. I guess it's time to find out where I might be, so I'm gonna put a breakpoint. We're gonna delete some stuff. Alright, so if I do the both delete, I don't know, I mean, it's there, right? So it has to work. So we do that, delete. Oh, it breaks even before that. Interesting, okay. So that's good to know. So it breaks even before I get to the method that actually deletes the cycle. Sally, great music. You like the music, man? I'm so glad. This is my type of music. All day, every day. Keep your fucking mouth shut. Oh, sarcasm. Ah, I see, I see. What type of music do you listen to? Let me know. I can look some up. Or we can try something else. I'm always down to find some new music. Or I'm always down to scare people away with this music. JK. Alright, so we get into this loop where I'm cycling through all the cycles in the array. We get in here, so we go, I'm gonna actually check to see how many cycles are actually there. So my code is telling me we have 1, which is correct. Go in there, checking to see. I'm gonna check the index now. So I calculate the index. The index I'm looking for is 0. Perfect. Yeah. So I go in there. I remove it at the index. Oh, you like relaxed music? Let's see. Let's see what I got. Let me get through this this code, and I will let you know what type of relaxed music I got for you. Update that. So the count now equals 0. Oh, wait, but if I delete the rows, right, that should happen. Set the bar to 0, do that, add empty state, save, we're good to go. That's really weird. Oh! Is it... Oh, I think it might be breaking somewhere else. On these very walls. I think I know what I did wrong. Alright. Stupid, man. Come on, dude. Alright, let's see. Oh, this is this is a relaxing song, I think. Let me know how you like this one, Sally. Oh, I can see what's up next. It's actually pretty useful. Go run and tell all the neighbors. Go run and tell everyone. Lyrics? There's a storm that's coming for her. Middle finger to the world. You'll love that one. You'll love that one. Alright, Toasted Bill and Sally, tell me, what are you liking about this stream right now? Give me some feedback, man. I would love to hear what you guys are thinking. Trying to find it. Where are ya? God, I gotta find a better way to search through my code. How annoying, man. How freaking annoying. Alright. So I think I found out what the issue was in that bulk delete stuff. But let's figure it out. Let's see if it actually works. Alright, so I'm updating this UI now here. Say the mute icon. So the image should be the unmute icon. And the color should be UI color white. see, let's see. Not still crashes. I think it's trying to update index, yeah, index 1 behind bound 0, 0, yeah. Ah, this must be some stupid bug. Oh wait, I have this here. Yeah, I'm gonna put the breakpoint back here. Not sure. Okay, we're gonna try it again. We delete that. So we get to the point where it's setting the icon back up properly. Oh! The icon, oh! Ha! I figured it out. Okay. So you see up here? The icon's not there anymore. So what I'm trying to do is, before the icon is returned, right? I'm trying to set this. I'm trying to change how the icon looks, but there's nothing here because it's replaced. So it's trying to access something that's not there. Makes perfect sense now. Okay, I know exactly what to do then. I need to figure out a spot to put this. And honestly, I might not be able to... Okay. I might have to actually put this check to the world and another one just in case. Move. Okay, so Toastville, you're great, nice, and you try to finish the program. You can do it for this room more and more and more, and that is good. That's it. Okay, cool, awesome. So it sounds like it's good stuff. Yeah, it has errors. Yeah, it does, but it's okay. I'm fixing it right now. Look, I'm gonna fix the bug right now. I just figured out what it was. So one thing to know is that this version of it right now is not out to the people using the app. So the people using the app right now who have it have the working version. This is me making updates to it, and so when I find stuff like this, I make sure to fix them so before I release it, it's fully working. This is like kind of the process that developers go through in order to make this stuff. I just gotta figure out where to put this because it's kind of a button item. It's really weird. So it show the empty state, right? I don't really want to listen to this song. This is a good one. Oh, you subscribed to the channel? Thanks, man. Really appreciate that. Thanks for coming on board. There should have been an alert. I don't know if that showed up. I don't think it did. Maybe it will show up. So unless I didn't set it up right, I'm not sure. This is the first time I have done YouTube live before, so thought it would work, but maybe not. Oh, there it goes. Toastville Games just subscribed. Thank you so much, my friend. Glad to have you here. Yes, sir, number 34. I love the subscriptions for sure, but you know, I definitely, the main reason why I'm doing this is to kind of help people out if they have questions, and then also to kind of promote my app, right? And so people know where it is and what it is. But thanks, man. I appreciate that. Really thoughtful. Go tell your mom. Go tell your neighbors. Go tell your grandma about Alex programming, bro. Go tell your mama and your grandmas. Yeah, buddy. I don't know. Not really quite sure how to get views on this. I just don't know if too many people actually do this stuff on YouTube. Most people do it on Twitch. Alright, where should I put this then? Think. Yes, sir, I'm thinking. I'm thinking hard right now. Oh, I think I know where I can put it. I gotta, okay. I can put it here. So basically what I'm going to do is do it here. So here is, this application is what is called a multi-threaded application, meaning there are a bunch of different channels or highways that the code travels on, right? And sometimes one piece of code needs to travel on one highway while another one does it at the same time. So by having multiple threads, you're able to do that. So I'm going to put this line of code actually in another thread. And once I do that, they should be able to travel at the same time, and we shouldn't be getting those crashes anymore. Alright, I just got to update the code real quick. So we're going to do, it's going to write like this: dispatch queue dot main dot async. Write that in there. I think that should do it. Let's see. It might not. It might be pretty cool if it did. I'm actually going to edit this real quick. Alright, press delete. Delete. Look, it worked! But we still have this problem here. You see? You see? There's nothing to mute, bro. That worked there. Okay. So I know how to fix that as well. Basically setting that is enabled button. Or, yeah, is enabled. We're going to set that to false. Because we already 100% know that if there are no cycles, we're not going to do anything. Cool. Alright, so I'm just going to add this back in here and make sure that this doesn't crash again. Nice. Yeah, see? Awesome, man. That's solid. Alright, so I want to see if when I delete these two. Oh no, actually, I want to mute those again. Oh, we got another crash. Nice. Ooh, yeah, we got crashes, boy. It's a good thing I found these. But we'll go back in here anyways, because I wanted to see if I mute that. So muted there. So basically, if I remove, if they're all muted, so we want to unmute one. If I remove this one, yeah, see, there you go. Awesome, it's working. That's working just as expected, which is really cool. And then if I mute this and I mute that, awesome. I delete both of these. Perfect, that should be like that. Awesome, that's exactly what should be happening. Now I gotta look at this bulk mute stuff. Nah, I don't want to listen to this song. Thanks, Tosabill Games, for sticking around, man. Hope you're enjoying. Let me know if you have any questions. Really digging this song. Sweet. Where do I go with you, friend? Why are you doing this to me? Pretty sure it's gonna be confirm mute is the name of it. No. Am I in the wrong file? Yeah, totally. All right. So it was the bulk action of doing it in the toolbar. So it's toolbar, bulk delete toolbar, no, bulk mute toolbar item. So what's going on? So it's when I confirm delete. Confirm mute selected. I'm looking for a function called confirm mute selected. New for today checkpoint. Save the memory. Let's go into checkpoint. Mute for today. Yeah, do the all cycles check there. So I'm gonna run this. I'm gonna try to find out where that was. Let's go here, do that, do that, do that. Okay, so I'm gonna select these two. I'm gonna press mute and say, yeah, homie, let's mute these cycles. That sounds like a good plan.
There's always that one person in your life that you
so it
that one person that you just can't satisfy.
must crash somewhere else. So the crash is saying that the index is one is out of bounds again. So I have a feeling it's the same issue as before. Ba, 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 ba. I'm gonna put the breakpoints in the spots that I do think that there's an issue. Let's see. I think it's 1 in 1 file, and then where's this other one? Where is this other one? Never find it. There it is. Alright. So I put the breakpoints where I think they are. So let's try to figure out where it's a crash in there. Oh yeah, buddy. I love that. I love that. Alright, so if I mute these, mute. No, it happened somewhere else. Weird, man. Doesn't really tell me where it's scratching, which is seriously annoying. That is rage. I'm not sure. Not sure right now. It must be happening on the actual button. Something is out of range though. Confirm mute selected. Yeah, mute. Confirm mute selected. Mute for today checkpoint. It was working before, so it's something I just changed. And it's muting, which is cool. No, it's happening in the check, dude. What the hellhole? So where is it? Why is that happening? Oh, balls, dude. That's single. And I need to go over to bulk, right? So I'm actually putting in the wrong spots. All right. So we got into the break point. So we're going in. We're setting it equal to that. Blah blah blah. Oh wait, there it was. There was a call. Why? post update table view. Oh, you know, is this? Oh, weird. Okay. I think this might be happening in the background. Okay, so it's getting called in here, and then I see. It's getting called in here, and so it's getting called in the point where it's trying to update the toolbar or the nav bar items. But we ran into the same issue as last time. Like, dude, there's nothing there to update, so you know, we're not gonna do it. So let's delete these. This. Mute that. Alright, we go through here. Yeah, alright, it got through. I didn't do bulk, I only did single, that's what the issue is. Okay. How I can. Alright, so here we're gonna check, see if all cycles are muted. Once we do that check, I'm gonna put this in the same thing, kind of make sure we're on the main thread. And if we are, my friends, if we are on the main thread, alright, let's try to do this. Muted it. Okay, it worked. Looked like it worked. There. Delete that. Add. 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 Alright, so let's edit this. I'm gonna mute them all. Hell yeah, man, that's looking sweet. Freaking sweet, dude. Awesome. It's looking like it's working pretty well. So, good, that's good stuff. Alright, I think at this point I'm going to kind of leave it here. I'm actually going to take a little bit of a break, and when I come back, I think I'll still be working on this, but I think I'm going to switch over to Twitch. I wanted to see how YouTube was doing. And now I kind of want to see like the flip side on Twitch, because I've been doing a lot more Twitch streaming. So let's see what happens. So I'm gonna throw in my Twitch channel name here if you want to come back and watch. But for real, thanks for coming by, and hope you guys have a good one.